That we have to be, better with basically every aspect of the game. But the main thing, just competing and following the game plan. They lay out, good stuff for us to go execute, and we just haven't done that on this trip. And we got to go home, look ourselves in the mirror, and do better.
What's the level of frustration with that, just given the 3-0 start and you kind of the momentum starting that way, and now you go back home at 500? How do you add all that up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. You want to win every game, but on this road trip, it's not what we wanted to do, obviously. But I think you can take, little things good here and there throughout this road trip. Obviously, Brian tonight was really good. Me, D'Lo, especially have to be better to help him in nights that we don't have AD. Come out with a win here because he did, his part. And then obviously Cam these last two games is a very bright spot for, us.
So what's the feeling when it feels like getting hot is just an impossibility? Like you guys have shooters right now that are making one. I mean, you're one of them. Like making a shot, you get a clean look, and it's a momentum one. And it just, especially tonight, it felt like, other than LeBron, I don't know that anybody made 2 jumpers in a row. Like, how frustrating is that, and how does that bleed into other areas?
It's frustrating, but it shouldn't bleed into other areas. There's a million different ways you can help, your team win games. And, we just haven't done those on this road trip. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's frustrating, obviously. I would say 95% of us are perfectionists. I get mad when I miss one shot, but it's the reality of the game. If you make 4 out of 10 threes, you're a really good shooter. So you keep shooting them with, a high level of confidence and, trust the work that you put in. But like I said, there's a million different things during the game that you could do to, help your team win.
You went out of your way the other night to compliment Cam for his use of the time he was given. What did you make of him backing that up tonight and just his overall approach to things, considering obviously playing time wasn't promised to him coming into this year?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows what, the character that he has. It's not easy. I don't even know what game it is, but until 2 games ago or last game before this one, I don't think he played, really a minute other than at the end of the games. So for him to, stay locked in, stay ready for when his name is called is impressive. I remember my rookie year, I got a couple DMPs late, and it's easy to, kind of shut down, and he hasn't done that. You see every day, the things that he does to, put himself in good positions. And, like I said, me and him have a really good relationship. I got a lot of love for him, and I'm just happy to see him out there doing what he loves.
Austin, zooming out, like how do you view and sort of assess these 5 games in terms of like the biggest lesson that you guys can apply moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's attention to detail. We've been talking about that since day one. I don't feel like our attention to detail has been good. Transition defense has been bad. And now we have an opportunity to go home and, be at home and have a couple practices and, try to fix those things. But just the attention to details, all the little things that we have shown we can do, we just haven't done them on this trip.
Austin, you just brought up the transition defense. It feels like that's been a talking point either before or after every game on this trip. Just what level of concern is that specifically up to this point?
I mean, it's concerning because it's not good, but we're, I don't even know how many, 8 games in now, so it's not like it's the end of the world. We will have, in-depth film sessions on what we can do to be better and how we can fix it. And then at the end of the day, it's up to us to, go execute that. But like I said, it sucks because you want to, win every game, and that's one reason. Along with many others that we haven't been able to win these games on this road trip.
Does the transition defense become more concerning because that was an area of struggle last season, even the previous season?
No, this is a whole new system, whole new coaching staff, and I just don't think that those years will carry over. I think that when we lock into the little things, we will fix those.
What's up, Austin?
How we doing?
Hey, D'Angelo Russell. He's not quite gotten into the same groove that we saw him in last season. His shot not quite falling. What's your assessment of where he's been at so far this season and where you think it's going to go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you was to ask D'Lo, he would be frustrated with shots not falling. But there's been multiple games. The Phoenix game at Phoenix, the first 5 minutes, 80. I think he had 16 or 17 or whatever it was, and I personally thought D'Lo was controlling that game. With his pace, his passing ability. And he's a pro at the end of the day. He works on his game, so me personally, I don't feel like the shooting will continue. It just takes one game for him to see a couple go in, and then he can get really hot. So it's very early still, and I have a lot of confidence in him to do the right thing.
Thanks, Austin.
Thank you.
Thanks.